Yo, it's Trey Blakes here, host of the Mid Zone, and we're back with another episode. And today we got another very, very, very special guest. One of my favorite artists right now, JAH TAR. JAH TAR, can you introduce yourself for the people who don't know who you are?
JAH TAR.
Yes, sir.
Got fucking Kevin Cramp with me too.
Yes,
So,
sir.
yeah, we're going crazy.
Gang. So yeah, we're just gonna get right into it. One of the first things that like stands out whenever you're going through your catalog, just listening to different songs, is how no song ever sounds the same, unless you're going for like the same thing. But every song, it's like almost every song sounds different. Like you're so versatile. So I was just wondering, like, is that something that like came natural to you, like whenever you started making music, or is that something that like took a long time to like get the confidence to do? Because
Yeah, like I mean, as an artist, like as a young artist too, like it's hard to just like at a point in time when you first starting this shit, it's hard to just, all right, I'm gonna do this, that, and that. Like you want to give the audience like sort of a direction that you like going for. But
Right.
like over time, that shit just like I never want to be categorized as a rapper or categorized as a fuck. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
so I wanted my shit to be all over the board. So that's when I like just start dropping everything, like instead of just strictly this.
Right. Right. Yeah. It feels intentional too, because like the Without Love song, like that's just like some whole other shit, you know? Like,
That's some whole other shit. And that's crazy because I was listening to that shit on my way here.
yeah.
And like I'm so proud of that shit too. Like, cause niggas ain't doing that shit. Like, you feel me? I really took it there. So it's like that shit even took courage too. Cause like, you know what I mean? You just gotta be like, fuck it sometimes. Like, fuck what niggas gonna think, fuck what you think your supporters gonna think too. Like they gonna let this shit regardless if they fuck with you. So
Right. Yeah. So like, is there like a certain style or like type of beat or type of music that you like prefer to work with, or is it just like at this point now, like is there a style that you feel at home doing?
like, I mean, you know, like even when I drop Cramp Twins, like if you familiar, like I'm like we can rage all day long. So like if somebody give me a beat that's up tempo, it's gonna be done like that. But
Yeah.
like lately I've been wanting to do more like lower tempo shit, like real at home shit. So niggas could drive to and niggas could play in the crib and shit. Like
Yeah.
other than just the turned up party shit, like the turned up rave shit.
For sure. Another thing I noticed like about a lot of your music is how like you it feels like you even posted something about this. It feels like some songs feel like like an affirmation or something. Like on I'm the One, or like Cramp. Like on Cramp, whenever you say get money, or I don't know if it's Cramp or if it's Can't
That's
Trust.
kid trust. That's kid
Trust.
trust. I say
Can't
your
Trust.
buddy out the
Yeah.
way.
Yeah. Or like on I'm the One, where you're repeating like I'm the one, I'm the one, I'm the one. You know, it feels like an affirmation. And like whenever I'm listening to it, like I'm singing it like that. But I was just wondering, like, if whenever you're recording music, is music something that's like that helps like reassure you or like boost your self-worth or confidence?
Yeah, it's like in a sense, music, like I don't know if even like a lot of people know, but like music influences everything. Like, so like you can listen to some, it's like you can wake up listening to some shit, and that shit that you listen to is gonna be your mood, whether you know it or not. Like subconsciously, that shit is gonna be your mood for the rest of the day.
Mm-hmm.
So even shit like that, like I had to learn, okay, bet I need to make shit that I want to listen to. I need to make shit that I want to, you know what I mean? I want to like fucking relate to, you know what I mean? So everything I make is relatable shit. I can't make nothing that's I don't live by.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah. Facts. Um.
everything is quotables. Everything, every bar is a quotable. Every bar is like that shit. That shit is life. It's more than just like it's a lifestyle. Like it's way more than a movement.
Yeah. Right. Uh. So like with songs like the I'm Doing like series, I guess you call it now. When it's like the songs that are like sped up, I was just wondering like what your process is with this. Like, are you recording those songs knowing you finna speed them up, or?
No, I'm actually recording the songs just to record them.
Yeah.
And like if the shit hard enough, like I'm like, damn, let me pitch it down or let me pitch it up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I record my shit myself on FL.
Mm-hmm.
I self-engineer all my shit. Like all the I'm the Ones, I recorded it myself.
Right.
So like it's just we just been like fucking really putting this shit in the perspective for the youngins to be like, damn, we could be like ourselves other than just trying to be someone they not. Cause like all these young niggas out here want to be somebody they not because they think that's cool. But like if you was just to be you, like that's even cooler.
Yeah, that's super important too. Yeah. Um, yeah, this kind of plays into my next question. Like being independent, you're independent, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So being independent, like, uh, how do you think that like affects your creativity and versatility? 'Cause I feel like a lot of artists, like the label dictates what they're trying to do. So like
Facts.
it puts them in a box.
It made me go harder, bro. Like more than anything, like me knowing that our Ja gotta be the nigga to Ja gotta be a nigga to and I got that team and I got my sturdy team with me. It's just like it's amazing, bro. Like to any of the young niggas that's out here watching this shit, that's trying to do this shit, like I advise you to stay independent for the longest you can because you can make the most money independent than being with a label. Like, you know what I mean? A label gonna give you that shit quicker,
Yeah.
but you can make that shit more longevity.
Mhm. Right. Um. So I seen that you're tapped in with Lancey and Jay Trench. Um. I was wondering like how did you first kindle that relationship with Lancey or Jay Trench? Like I don't know which one came
So
first.
about a year ago, I was signed to Human Resources,
Mm-hmm.
and Human Resources had a song camp in Atlanta, and one of my producers, Noise Corey, if you're familiar with him,
Mm-hmm.
he was already working with Lancey, already working with Jay Trent. So he introduced me to Lancey, and me and Lancey was just like, it was just it. Like Lancey was like, nigga, we need to work, like,
Yeah.
and we just got that shit done ASAP. And Jay Trench, me and that nigga got like the same name or whatever. So
Mm.
like we just clicked and like Cramp Tones was made in 2 weeks.
Wow. Yeah, bro. I feel like his beats bring like a different energy out of you. It's crazy. Like it's crazy. Um,
Yeah,
you
Cramp Tones was made in 2 weeks, bro.
you talked about like working like you mainly work with in-house producers and shit. Like just
All
to,
my
like
producers are in house. Like
yeah.
shout out is that Serato, shout out Larry, like you know what I mean? Like all my producers, shout out CB Toby, like all my producers are in house. All my producers are family. Like I don't
Yeah.
really step outside of that too much.
Mm-hmm. So like why is that important to you? Like what how does that like help your process?
Cause as an artist, what the artist that I'm trying to be, the artist that I'm gonna be, I don't even say trying, like the artist I am, is like I don't want my shit to be too like accessible or too I could get a song with JAH TAR or you know what I mean? Like I want my shit to be home.
Right.
Like the niggas that I believe in, niggas that believe in me when people like you and some people that's watching right now, like that's gonna be watching this shit, ain't
Mm-hmm.
even know me. Like I'm staying down with them niggas and like we going make this shit work like the
Right.
way it's supposed to work.
Mm-hmm. Uh is it easier to record with like in-house like working with in-house producers? Like is it just do you think that like your producers know like what you're like because you're so versatile, it's not like they're making beats that are like the same, but like they know what you want when you're trying to venture out with something, like they know what you want. Like it's understood. You don't gotta say
It's
things.
like it's like they get it now. Like
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like they don't work with me so much, so it's like they know I might not want this or that or that or
Yeah.
that, so they gonna flood me. You
Mm-hmm.
feel me? So they get it now, and it's like it's more home than anything. Cause like I hate feeling like this shit like a job where I'm at like a fucking office. Like you know what I mean? Like this shit, like anything that I do, like I want to make sure I'm having fun in it, like
Right.
regardless. Cause like no bullshit, like that's what life is about. Like you feel me? Just loving and having fun, bro. Like everything else is fucking is unnecessary.
Yeah.
So I just make sure I have fun with this shit and just make sure my niggas that was with me when I was younger gonna have fun too. Like we gonna have fucking fun.
Yeah. Nah, you can hear that in your music, bro. Like you've talked about in an interview before how like you love every single part of the process of making music. And like that's
No
just
bullshit.
yeah, like that happiness, like that energy, it just comes out in your music for sure. Um, I seen that you have like a hand in your videos, like editing your videos and like even doing your cover art and shit like that. Like that's
Shout
not
out
common.
Play Dead 777. Shout out Play Dead 777. Like that's my brother. Like he taught me how to even edit videos on Premiere. And then
Yeah.
as soon as he taught me, it was up. It was up. It was over. Like I just had to know little small shit, like the
Yeah.
small shit, and it
Hmm.
was over from there.
Yeah. So like why is that like important to you? Like as opposed to just getting somebody to like some famous or like popping nigga to like edit your videos or do your cover art or da da da. Da. Like why is it
That
important for you to have
that shit don't even excite me. Like the whole popping nigga, like
yeah,
shit. That shit don't even excite me. Like a nigga being popping, a nigga being oh like that shit don't even excite me. Like I know, like it all started from something. Like and that's what young niggas be forgetting. Like the popping nigga you talking about, it started from something. It started from that nigga not being that popping nigga, or that nigga not being him. So it's like he had to work. So like I'm gonna work. Like I'm gonna just keep working with the ones I know we gonna make this shit bigger, like way bigger than like what niggas even expected to be. So
yeah,
just having that concept of just really working with the creatives that you are with daily, like because a lot of niggas stem out and like it's and which is cool because networking is a key. But like when you have that home base, is like the people that you want to stem out to, like they're going to come to you, like, no, we want to come fuck with y'all, like we want to come work with y'all, like y'all going crazy, like shit like that.
Yeah, it's kind of just like, as opposed to trying to fuck with the niggas that are like on right now, like be those niggas type shit, right?
Say that again.
It's kind of like, as opposed to like trying to just like reach out and fuck with all the niggas that's like popping or working or like that are on. It's like you want to be that nigga. Like it's fire.
And it's way more than even being that nigga. It's just being like genuine in this shit, bro, and just really being true to who you are, bro. Because a lot of niggas want to be that nigga, but like, what is that nigga? Like, who, you know what I mean? Like, what is, like, I'm that nigga? Like, you know what I mean? It's like just being genuine to who you are and being true to yourself, bro. Because like that shit count more than anything, bro. Like that's where the strike come from. That's where everything come from.
Facts. So like the creative scene in Philly. I seen you talk about like some of the artists that you rock with. You said like kind of like with the producers too. It's like a family environment with like underground artists in Philly and shit. But I was wondering like if like in the city, like everyday people and like venues and shit, like hosts and promoters and shit, like do they fuck with y'all? Like is like the city fucking with like the underground scene?
Bro, like the underground love, like bro, the underground love me. Like the underground love us. Like, you know what I mean? Like we are the underground at the end of the day. You get what I'm saying? It's like, and Philly is so small, but it's still so big. Like you gotta understand, like it's a lot of different types of people here. Like, you know what I mean? It's niggas on this type time, it's niggas on that type time, it's niggas on this type time. You get what I'm saying? Everybody's so many different cultures. So it's like the culture that I'm with, I'm running. And we gonna take this shit to the moon. We gonna take this shit way further than what niggas expect. Like way further than what niggas expect. Like, and a lot of people like knew it was coming and knew like, no, he got it, and like, but like not to the fucking extent that I'm gonna take it to. Like, I don't think nobody know the extent that we're gonna take it to. So like, we're gonna take this shit way past the fucking stars, bro. Like way past that shit.
Facts. I just seen today that you be getting creative with this shit. Like today you dropped I think you dropped the Patreon. Yeah. So like I think that's a really good idea for like artists in general, especially independent artists. Cause like when you're independent, I guess like the main person you're dealing with is like these streaming platforms. And like like they be stealing from y'all. So like the Patreon idea, like just being able to like make money going outside of the streaming platforms, like just doing it yourself. Like why was that important? Like why'd you do that? Why is that important to you?
So shout out my homie Rip Eternal. Like he's from New York, but he lives in Philly right now. He's hard as fuck an artist. And he put me on that shit. And like I just went on it and like tried to understand it myself. And it's like for any independent artists out there that don't understand what it is, like you go on there and you can set up a subscription box for any price you want and like whatever. And like it's like Instagram, but you making niggas pay for it. Like in a sense. So like that's super important because everything that we do as artists, like we just give it out for free so much on Instagram, and like little do we know Instagram is getting paid off the shit. So like we have to monetize ourselves before the man come over and be like, all right, let's go. Like you do this, you do that, you do that. Let me get you this right, that right, and that. Like, nah, we got to do this shit now. Like we need to know this shit now. So it's all self-education too. Like it's sometimes you might hear from a bro, or you know what I mean? It's not all school. That's why it's fuck school, because everything wasn't taught in school. Like common sense wasn't taught in school. So like, you know what I mean? So
facts. So like who are people that you just like look for guidance and shit like that with? Just like the people you're around daily? It's like
the people I'm around daily, bro. The people I'm around daily, bro, and like the higher power, like I sit and I talk to myself and I talk to the higher power, and like and I ask him to guide me into the right direction. And like every time I get in a good situation, I just feel blessed because I know I'm blessed. So like
Right.
that's it, bro. Like to be honest, like listen to hella music, bro. Smoke hella weed too. So
Mm-hmm.
just feeling good. Like that's what it's about.
Yeah.
It's really about feeling good, bro. That's what
Mhm.
life is about. It's about feeling good. There's nothing in between that.
100. Uh, you record every day, don't you?
I'm in the studio right now.
Yeah. Uh, I seen you talk about like you used to write, but like writing don't work for you no more.
Not that it don't work for me no more. It's just I haven't really like set myself like, all right, let me write this shit. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and the last time that I did, every time that I do, like I write like a hook, and then I'm like, all right, it's over. Like I
Yeah.
get the hook down, and then I just start going.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like I want to get back to the pen though. Like I need to get back to the pen because that's the shit that's timeless. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's the shit that's never going to die. Like the shit that's never going to die are those type beats. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like those tempo type beats. Like you get what I'm saying? Like I look up the Currency as well. Like Currency is an
Mm-hmm.
artist that like I fuck with a lot.
Yeah.
Like, and I feel like as an independent artist, like I look up to him too. Like, damn, like he's an independent artist as well. You feel me? So he
Right.
going crazy. That nigga got Jet Life going crazy. So he
Mm-hmm.
was fucking with Wayne back then. A lot of niggas don't know that. So like he
Right.
went through this shit. He went
Yeah.
through this shit to get to where he at. So I fuck with Currency a lot, bro. Like I fuck with Currency.
Yeah. Yeah. No, me too. I'm from New Orleans. That's I fuck with him super hard.
That's hard, bro.
Yeah. Uh, you said another one of your favorite rappers is Wiz, right? I think Wiz. You said was like your
Fuck with
favorite
Wiz.
rapper.
Wiz inspired me a lot when I was a kid. Like when I was a kid, Wiz inspired me a lot. Like the way I dressed, all that shit. Like Wiz really inspired niggas.
Yeah. Facts.
Yeah, shout out Wiz too.
Uh, so when you're looking for people to work with, like you already said, you mainly stay in house. Whenever you do venture out, like what does it take? Like, is it? It seems like you looking for like genuine connections and genuine people, but obviously the music has to be.
Everybody that I work with outside of the home
Yeah.
is genuine as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't put myself in rooms that I don't feel comfortable in because
Right.
I can't be in a room that I feel uncomfortable in. It's like it's
Mm-hmm.
just not gonna work. Like it won't work. It'll never work. So like I'm like everything outside of home is all genuine. Like shout out Sounds by Nova, like shout out Void Striker, fucking Rick Fade, like all them like niggas really know how to work with me and they not even from the city. They don't even know me. They ain't even know me for that long. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Uh.
shout out Riot Barilla too.
Wow. Um. So like whenever you're going through like the project process, since you don't write, like whenever you're like when you're recording songs for a project, are you like and you're freestyling and you're once and you're punching in and whatnot. Are you recording all these songs with like the intention of the song going in a specific spot on the project?
Nah, every time I record, I don't even have the intentions on words. Like Cramp Twins was the only project where I had the intentions on like this is the project.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm making this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. I fuck with these beats. We about to get these done. Like that was the only project where I had the true intentions of like, all right, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but even Melodies and Emotions, like I don't know if you tapped into Melodies and Emotions, but like Melodies and Emotions were just melodies and emotions that I had in the vault. Like you get what I'm saying? Like shit that I just had in the vault, and I just put it all in one. I didn't even know it was gonna go that crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So shout out to y'all too to just like banging that shit, blasting that shit.
Yeah. Just going back to like the versatility and shit and like being comfortable with it. Like what's the ideal environment for like you to like get out your body on a beat? Like just to do something crazy. Like what's the perfect environment in the studio or like wherever you're recording at? Like what's the environment there?
Love, bro. Like love. That's it. Like when I feel a love in a room, when I feel like everybody just fucking with each other, I'm in it.
Yeah.
Cause I can't be in situations where I feel like niggas behind me on some weird shit, niggas to the right of me on some weird shit. Like it won't make me say some hard shit.
Yeah.
But when it's love, I might say the most obnoxious shit ever.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fire. I think I saw you talk about in an interview, like the next project. I don't know if this is like still playing, like you're still planning this, but like the next project was gonna be called Fuck It.
All right, it was gonna be called Fuck It. I'm not sure anymore though, because I'm just so like I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But I got so much heat coming, like so much hard shit coming from like.
Yeah. So just like going forward, like what can we expect from JAH TAR? Videos, projects, songs.
everything, bro. Like JAH TAR, everything. Like literally JAH TAR, everything. Like everything JAH TAR, bro.
Yeah.
Like that's it.
Mhm.
To be honest, like just everything.
Yeah. Like my kind of wrapping it up, but I was just wondering, like, have you ever like shot videos before? Since I know you edit videos and shit. Like, have you ever like shot or like, yeah, or
Hell yeah. Like I'm trying to think of when that's out. That like what the fuck is time?
yeah,
We
right,
we shot that.
yeah,
You know what I mean? We shot
yeah,
that. We edited that. We dropped that.
mm-hmm.
So it's like that's what I inspire all artists to do. Like if you want to be a fucking artist, nigga,
Do this shit.
every day is artist shit. Like,
Mm-hmm.
what the fuck can I do today to push some content? What the fuck can I do today
Yeah.
to make this shit look more established?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So like being an artist is just more than just like the music to you.
Way more than the music.
Yeah.
Unless you don't really give a fuck for real.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But if you really care about this shit and you really love music, then like I advise you to get on this shit like every day.
Yeah. And I seen you talking about the content shit. Like I seen you talk about Fo Fresh and how y'all are like y'all are both just like real content creators. Like how is
Oh,
he
Fresh
like?
Cash.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my blood brother, bro. Like,
Yeah.
and we know how to work this shit. And
Mhm.
we know how to work this shit. It's scary because it's like I knew him my whole life. Like it's scary as fuck.
Mhm.
But like we just know how to make this shit work. And like I advise all the young niggas, like if you on the internet, use that shit the right
Yeah.
way, like the correct way. Cause bro, you can get paid off this shit.
Mhm.
Like you can get some fucking money off this shit. Like, so use this shit the right way.
Yeah. And that's something that like you don't ever really want to change like in your career. It seems like just like being so hands-on and involved with every single creative outlet or facet of your career, you know?
Hell yeah, bro. Like I
You know
feel
what
like it. I feel like in a sense, it was to feel better, like to be like, oh, I'm falling back, just like letting shit play out. But
Yeah.
like to be hands on in this shit, like you know what's coming out. Like you know what I mean. You not like nothing surprises you.
Right.
Like you know what's going on. So that's just the best part about this shit. Like just knowing what we got going on and just everybody coming to the same agreements. Even when somebody like, oh, I don't think it's this, and I might be like, I think it's that. We always meet in the middle and just make sure that shit come out the right way. So that's what it's about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
And I just got a team too, bro. I never had a team. Like I did, I never had a team. Like I was a young nigga doing all this shit by myself. Like so, like that's why I don't let nobody give me any excuses because you able to do whatever the fuck you want to. Like you create your own reality. Like I ain't had no team. I was doing that shit by myself every single day. Like because I know I needed to do it. So like know what you need to do in life, bro, and do it. Like that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's important. You got any like final messages for the people for the mid zone? Any like message for
mid zone?
Yeah.
You said the mid zone?
The mid zone.
Shout out to mid zone. What's that? What's the mid zone?
That's the podcast.
Oh, shout out to mid zone, bro. Like I appreciate you, nigga. No bullshit. I thought that was your actual location. I'm like, yo, shout out everybody in the mid zone. But nah, bro, I appreciate you, bro, for reaching out. Like and hearing what I got to say, bro, and just letting me talk to the young niggas too. Yeah. Like let Kevin Cramp get his like, you know what I mean? Get his
shout out Cramp. Shout out Cramp.
Yeah, hell yeah, bro. Cramp's still streaming, Melodies and Emotion still streaming. So just keep running that shit up. And keep living life, bro. Keep I know I'm a star, but sometimes I feel like the biggest one. I know I'm a star, but sometimes